Jamil, RH. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all still there? Y'all still there? John Pete, what up? I had the sun back there, but the sun done went down. The sun done went down. Man down. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? Hurt, man. I'm hurt. And I'm mad. I'm mad. And I want to fight. I want to get violent. I want to fight. I'm hurt. The wind blowing. Which way the wind blowing? Thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you in advance. I'm hurt, man. I'm in a lot of pain, man. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm in a lot of pain. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. My pain better than your pain. My pain better than your pain. My hurt better than your hurt. My anger better than your anger. RH. Shout out to my nigga RH. I was eating that cheese yesterday. Got the dope cheese. Thank God for my life. Thank God for my freedom. Thank God for my freedom. Thank God that I'm not sitting in Thank God I'm free and I'm not sitting in some prison somewhere. Thank God that I'm healthy and I'm not in some hospital somewhere. Thank God that I'm in great health. Thank God that I can see. Thank God that I can hear. Thank God I got 10 fingers, 10 toes. Thank God my son is healthy. Thank God my son is got 10 fingers, 10 toes. No mental retardation. Thank God for my car. Thank God for this watch. Thank God for my clothes. It's clean. Thank God for the laundromat. Thank God for this cup of coffee. The $1.75 that I had in my pocket to get me a cup of coffee. It was a dude standing outside the coffee shop I just came from, picking up cigarette butts off the floor and smoking them and asking everybody who went in the store for money. Thank God it ain't me. I have joint custody of my son. I'm a single father. I got one son. I got one. Share this video. We're going to save a life. Or we're going to save a couple lives. Share this video and hit that like button. There's 61 of y'all in here. I got 27 like buttons. What's up? Hit the like button, man. Hurry up. So I have court-ordered joint custody of my son. I have 15 overnights. He stays at my house, and he's got 15 overnights per month. He stays at his mother's house. I'm not on child support because I'm not a deadbeat dad. I'm a material participant in mine. I'm a material participant in mine. Yo, where you at, man? Okay, you ready to go? I'm doing a live right now. Can I be? Give me about 25 minutes. I'm gonna be there. All right. From day one, I took care of my son. From day one. Even before he was born, I paid all the prenatal care, baby shower, cribs, diapers, all that was me. Pacifier, bottles, Similac, formula, everything, me. Cause I'm money like that. Cause I'm a man like that. I ain't no gangster. So, for the first 6 years, there never was no custody agreement. There never was no custody agreement until I got indicted by the Department of Justice, the FBI, the IRS. When they indicted me, and they wanted me to become a rat. They wanted me to become an informant and wear cameras and wear wires. And that was something I wasn't going to be able to do. That's not my culture. I wasn't raised that way. So I laid in the bed that I made. I reaped what I sowed, and I went to prison. And when I went to prison, before I went, "27 days before I left to go to prison, Sean's mother filed for custody of him over there in Patterson, New Jersey, right over there, where they made the movie Lean on Me. Eastside High School, right over there in Patterson. She stole custody from me. She stole it. Because she didn't have to do that. I was going to prison anyway. Of course he was going to be with you. But that's what she did. And I went to my lawyer at the time. I had a public pretender. You understand? They call them public defenders, but they're really public pretenders. and they really be defending the public from you instead of defending you. And I said, look, man, this girl done stole custody of my son from me, man. And you gotta help me. I can't go to prison, man. You gotta help me stay out. Get me some home confinement or some probation. He said, Sean, the only way you gonna be able to stay out is if you cooperate and become an informant. You gotta sign a 5K1 and become an informant. I said, well, man, I can't do that. I ain't gonna be able to do that. He said, well, at that point, you gotta go to jail. All right, fuck it, let's go. So I went. So I went and did my time. And while I was in federal prison in West Virginia, my mother, Georgia Gunby, sent Little Sean's mother on Little Sean's behalf $10,000 for child support while I was in the feds. My mother sent her $800 a month for like 13 or 14 months. For his daycare, food, whatever. And when I got out of prison in January, the 15th month, because I did 15 months, 15 months, 15 days, and 19 hours. That's how long I was in the joint. That's how long I was in the feds. And when I got out, Sean's mother got evicted from her apartment for non-payment of rent after my mother sent her over 10 grand. So what I did, you know me, I ain't scared of nothing or nobody. I get right to work, you know, trying to get custody of my son back. And we go in the child support court. I hired a lawyer. This nigga went down there, I paid him $1,500. He went and made a deal. I said, man, I didn't ask you to make no deal. I asked you to win for me. I didn't pay you to make no deal. I paid you for victory. So I fired his ass and I started going pro se, meaning that I was representing myself. Y'all gotta hit that like button, man. Cause ain't nobody on YouTube talking like this to you, and don't nobody look this good like how I look. Look at how good I look. I don't know why I look like this. So I started going pro se, representing myself in court. And I was filing motions, filing counterclaims. I was my own lawyer because I felt like if I'm gonna go to court, especially for my son in my life, because the custody is my life. If I'm gonna go to court for my life and about my child, no lawyer, not Johnny Cochran, not F. Lee Bailey, not no Perry Mason can express my love and my passion for my son better than me. So who better to stand in the courtroom and defend his life and his rights to his child but the father? So that's what I did. And I wasn't scared. So end of the day, you know, we came up with this joint custody joint, as I just highlighted to you, right? So we split everything down the middle. First they had me on child support. She had me on some child support, on some revenge, you know, revenge, spiteful type. Cause I ain't never fronted on my seed. I ain't never fronted on my seed. My seed got my name. My seed got my name. Quan, what up? My seed got my name. Howard Cooper, I seen you. Kurt, I seen you. So I'm never gonna front on mine. That's my son. But when you go to child support court, all the laws in the child support court are favored toward the mother. 1,000%, 1,000%, 7,000%, 9,000%, 14,000%, 16,233%. Everything favored for the mother, even though she could be a trash can. She could be a dumpster. But the laws is favored toward her. The father ain't got a chance unless she just like on drugs, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't care, because I had to fight to let her know, the judge know, and everybody in the courtroom know. Aki Debo, the super chat. Thank you, sir. I let everybody in the world know this my son. You don't tell me what to do, judge. Bitch, you don't tell me what to do. Don't none of y'all, the stenographer typing, don't nobody tell me what to do. The sun, moon, and stars gave Sean to me. You understand? He got my name. He got my blood in him. That's my seed. That's my son. So, me and Sean's mother, we weren't getting along at all. You understand? We weren't getting along at all. I'm beefing with her, I'm beefing with her brother, I'm beefing with her family, I'm beefing with everybody. I don't care. Anybody getting in the way, anybody ain't minding their business about little Sean, I don't care. I'm beefing with everybody, and we could do whatever. So, Sean was little then, like 5, 6, 7. So eventually, me and his mother, relationship-wise, co-parenting-wise, we reconciled from a co-parenting standpoint. We don't fuck, I never fucked her. We don't kiss, we don't date, we don't text, we don't do none of that. We strictly about my man. We strictly about co-parenting, that's it. Right? So, she live in one town. Who that right there? Goddamn Travision. Ah! Travision. Travision, thank you for the super chat. Everybody go and subscribe to Travision. Click on his profile and subscribe to his channel. So we were co-parenting and things are cool. And we still co-parent, right? But when she stole custody from me, when the bitch stole custody from me, the court made her the primary resident, the primary parent, or whatever the hell they call it. You understand? On paper, right? Meaning that she gets to dictate where he go to school and all this old kind of shit. But see, to Sean G, to me, that's on paper, right? But see, in my soul and in my blood, it ain't a motherfucker in the world who the primary parent over little Sean but me. But me. Not her, not Georgia Gunby, not Jesus, not the Prophet Muhammad, not Muhammad Ali, not Michael Jackson, not Ukraine, not Joe Biden, not Donald Trump, not Russia, not Tel Aviv. Nobody but me. Nobody come before me when it comes to little Sean. I don't care what's on paper. And she stole that. She thiefed it. She thiefed it. So, the town she live in, Sean did 6 years of school there. 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. So I tell her, yo, in keeping with the joint custody agreement, he did 6 years with you in school. Let him do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with me at the middle school and high school in my town. She said no, she don't agree. Now, he want to go to school in my town. I want him to go to school in my town. And he want to go to school. More importantly, that's what he want. And she is not, she done broke from the understanding. She broke from the she broke from the understanding, okay, of the custody agreement. Everything else we do, we split. You understand? So let's continue on with the with the language, with the understanding, and with the attitude of the joint custody agreement. She ain't with it, right? So last year, the town she live in is 88% white. 88% white. Sean is a nigga, right? I'm a nigga. Two percent of the kids in the school is black. This is the town she live in. So last year, 6th grade, Sean made the worst grades of his school career. His self-esteem was bothered. The principal was constantly calling me. You know, the teacher, they kicked him off the Olympics. You know, little kids calling him nigga, shit like that. He fighting. So I'm like, yo, but see, I understand it. You understand? I know exactly what he's going through because I went to school in an all-white school, in an all-white town. So I know what I've been through, right? And I know how painful and psychologically debilitating that can be to a young, impressionable child's self-esteem and his self-perception, right? And his self-confidence. And I'm watching my dude go through this. So I'm constantly down there beefing with the principal, his teacher. I'm on their ass. I ain't taking no shorts, right? So I'm in his phone. I went in his phone. I got him a phone. I got his passcode. I went in his phone last year and I'm reading some text messages he sending back and forth with this girl he liked. My son like girls. He don't wear no Uggs and no Crocs. He like girls. Cause he know he a boy. He know he a boy child. You know how he know? Cause I told him he was. That's why. So he's texting with the little girlfriend about how he hates school, how he don't get along with nobody at the school, how nobody wants to sit with him at lunch, how nobody wants to work on projects with him, and it was bothering him, right? So I seen it. And he mentioned in one of the texts, like, I don't even want to come here to this school no more. He told that to the girl. So I take the phone and I give it to his mother. I said, look, read this. Read this. Right? But she dismissed it. Right? But I'm telling her, like, yo, next year, he going to school where I live. Now, the town I live in is much more diverse and it's much more reflective of the world. You got 25% white student body, 24% black student body, 40% Latino student body, 10% Asian student body. Much more diverse, the town I live in. He got crazy friends over there from playing baseball. I tell her he need to be in a school setting where there's more blacks, where there's more people that look like him, where he can see himself. Right? Now, she Dominican. Sean's mother is Dominican. She one of them darker skinned Dominicans, but her mind is white. Right? She date a white boy. Right? Check me out. So she dismissing all that, but I ain't dismissing it. And she telling him, well, you can't run from this because you're gonna have to deal with this. I said, no, the hell he don't. And he can run from it when there's another alternative. If there was no other alternative and this was the only joint, then we'd be like, yo, Sean, you got to rock out with that. But there's another spot. There's another alternative, which is the school in the town where I live, where it's much more diverse. There's much more of a kaleidoscope and array of different nationalities. You got everybody there. And it's evenly yoked. The teacher dissed him last year. He just told me this. He just told me this 2 days ago, that the teacher dissed him in front of the class last year. And I said, Sean, why you didn't tell me last year when I was going down there to meet with him? You understand? Because I damn sure would have stepped to him. You know, that he was in the class and they were doing a math problem. It was a white teacher, white male teacher. You understand? And he, in the math problem, the word problem was, the name they used was Sean. So while he's reading the word problem to the whole class, he says, all right, problem number 13 or whatever it was, Sean, unfortunately, the name is Sean. And all the kids bust out laughing in the class. And he felt bad. Sean told me he felt bad. He told me this like 2 days ago. I don't know why. He probably was scared to tell me last year. But I'm still gonna go see that teacher. Damn sure going to see him soon. Soon. Right? He gonna have to see me. I'm gonna say, because when I see him, I'm gonna say, my name's Sean. I'm gonna say, my name's Sean too. Say it now. While you standing here, while I'm standing here, say unfortunately Sean now. And I'm gonna have little Sean standing right there with me so he can see me. So Sean don't want to go to school He don't want to go to school over there. He got friends over there, he got friends over here, but he want to go to school by me. But see, this is this girl's problem. Sean's mother's problem. This is her problem. Ever since Sean was born, Sean always chose me. She has been jealous of our relationship since Sean was born. He always chose me. Whenever I would have him and say, Sean, come on, I got to bring you back by your mother, he'd start crying. He said, Daddy, I don't want to go over there. I don't like going over there. I want to stay with you. This was when he was 2 years old, 2.5, 3. I don't want to go over there. He used to tell her to her face. And that bothered her, right? So she's always been jealous of our relationship, right? And see, she used to work for me. She was my secretary. Sean's mother was my secretary. I was fucking my secretary, and I had about 6 other girls I was fucking too. I was fucking all of them at the same time with no rubber, fucking them all raw. I had my main girl, and I had about, and her, she was my secretary, and I had about 6 or 7 other girls. You understand? And she got pregnant. And the secretary got pregnant. That's how Sean came to be. And she was living with a dude. She was dating a dude. She was living with her son's father at the time. She was working for me. And she went home and told him we had a one-night stand. And she got pregnant. That's what she told my man. So when the feds came, she changed. When the feds came to my office, she changed. And in my PSI, anybody that's been to federal prison knows that you get a PSI, a pre-sentence investigation report that your senior probation officer does, and all of your case is in there, everything in your case. What they know, who they talk to, everything is in there. Everything is in there. And she started acting funny after they came. And her name ain't nowhere in my PSI. And I asked her, I said, yo, did the feds come and talk to you? She said no. She said no. She always said no. But her name ain't nowhere in my PSI. And I didn't get my discovery. I didn't take my case far enough to get the discovery, which really would have told me everything. It would have gave me all the informants' names. It would have gave me everything. But when you take cases that far and the feds have to disclose their sources, then the amount of time you looking at was from here, it jumps up to here. And plus I was green at the time. I had never caught a Fed case. I was scared. So I just, just took a plea deal. I didn't rat, I just took a plea deal and moved on. But me knowing the feds and how they get down, when the feds come and they get their eye on you, they talk to everybody that know you. Everybody. Your wife, your husband, your side boyfriend, your side piece, they talk to everybody, your clients. And I knew, why wouldn't they want to talk to her? Because we had a child together. And she was the secretary of my business that they were investigating. So and she was making all the appointments. So I know they spoke to her. And after I got in the joint, I'm talking to a bunch of other niggas in there. And they was like, yeah, they talked to her. They talked to everybody. Anybody been to the feds know what it is. So she's conflicted, spiritually and mentally conflicted when it come down to me and Sean. Because she know, you know what I'm saying, which is why she stole custody. You know, shit is crazy. This is my life. This is my real life. This is my real life. And I don't care what none of y'all think of me. I don't like none of y'all. Now, what you got to say about that? I talk about me. I love me and I love little Sean. That's it. I don't love nobody else. So we battling with this school thing now. School started yesterday. Sean didn't go. Yesterday was my day. Yesterday was my day according to the custody agreement, right? Today was her day. Yesterday we woke up, he didn't go to the first day of school because I told her 2 weeks ago, go withdraw him from that school so I could register him over here where he want to go. She won't withdraw him. She's saying no, he gonna go to school over here. I'm saying no the fuck he not. He going over here with me. I said, Sean, where you want to go? He said, Dad, I want to go over here by you. But see, what she know and what she's scared of is that if he come and go by me, he ain't gonna want to go back over there no more. Because he gonna make friends over there. He might get him a little girl over there. He ain't gonna want to go over there no more. You understand? Over there, he shares a room with his half-brother, little half-brother in the 3rd grade. They sleep in the same room. They got to share everything. You know what I'm saying? By me, they sleep in one bedroom together. By me, he got his own room, own computer, own key. You understand? Own bed. He ain't got to share nothing with nobody. Sneakers, everything. Everything laid out. I let him come and go as he want. He got his own key. You understand? She still treat him like a little boy. Give me your key. Oh, don't go outside, all that. Over here, Sean be somewhere everywhere. I don't know where the hell he be. He be all over the place. As he should be, because he's a boy child. I ain't raising no girl. I'm not raising no bunny rabbit. I'm raising a baboon. I'm not raising my boy to be no bunny rabbit wearing Crocs and Uggs. I'm raising a baboon. I'm raising a baboon. The male baboon, when all the baboons be out, to be about 40 of them, and that big male come out, and even the leopard and the cheetah, the wild dogs, the hyenas, they don't want nothing to do. The only thing handling that baboon is the goddamn lion. And maybe a leopard if it's one-on-one. But if it's a bunch of them, ain't nobody messing with that baboon. And that's what I'm raising, a baboon. I'm raising a baboon. So I told her to go, yo, withdraw him so I could register him. Goddamn Kai's JP with the $1.99. My coffee costs $1.75. I got free coffee today. Kai's JP, thank you. I can't register him here until she withdraw him there. So Sean didn't go to school yesterday. He stayed by her house last night. He woke up this morning. He left the house, her house, and didn't go to school. He called me and said, Dad, I'm not going to school there. I'm not going. I went and picked him up. He's been with me all day. But this is what hurts me, and this is what bothers me, and this is what makes me angry. See, Sean loved his mother. And I got no problem with that. I like that. I love that. And she loved him. They both love each other. They got a great relationship. And that's fine with me. I love that. I want that. But Sean loved me too. He loyal to me too. So while me and her beefing, he's getting destroyed. He's hurt. He's crying because he put in the middle where he being felt like he got to choose, and he's only 12. He don't want to be in that spot. And that shit, I see him, he hurt, man. He hurt. He hurt. And it hurt me, man. When he hurt, I be hurt. You understand? But I tell him, I say, nigga, this is our life. These the cards that we got to play. And you stick to your guns and you stand on your guns, you stand on your square. And if you don't want to go there, don't go. I'll homeschool you. I'll hire a homeschooler. And if they start talking about bringing masks back into the classroom, he ain't going anyway. I'm pulling them out of that anyway. Soon as they implement that, I'm snatching them out. Because we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And then I found out today, some of his friends who went to the school yesterday told him that the principal at the school in the town he live in is an openly gay man, the flamboyant joint, the flamboyant type. The principal is an openly gay man at this school. So then I'm like, hell no, never that. Never Sean G, never Sean G. No, 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 no. I don't know that man. I don't care to know that man. That's his life. If he want to be gay, do your thing, homeboy. But you're not finna show that to my dude. You supposed to be leading these little boys, these young men into manhood. And yo, what's up with you? What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Never that. So I'm mad, man. I'm mad, man. And I'm hurt because, you know what I'm saying? I got to fight with this stupid ass bitch. You understand? About, you know what I'm saying? This is where he want to go. Why don't you let him do what he want to do. Just let it get out the way. So I don't got to be stressed. He don't got to be stressed. And you don't got to be stressed. We all stressed out because you on something wrong with her. Something wrong with her. Something wrong with her, man. I hate her, man. I hate her, man. Word is born, man. Word is born, man. This is such a waste of time. This is such a waste of time. But check this out. You know whose fault this is? It's mine. It's all my fault. You know why? Because I chose her. All this shit, all this pain, all this anger, all this hurt that I'm feeling is my motherfucking fault. Because I chose her. I stuck my dick in her and came in her. My fault. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's my fault. My fault. But that being said, I'm fighting to the death. That being said, I'm fighting to the death. I'm fighting to the death. See, she did all that before. She stole custody of Sean before. She was doing all of that stuff before, but I was in the joint. Now I'm on the street. I ain't got no case. I ain't scared. I ain't being investigated. I'm out here. I'm free. And my son ain't 3 years old. He 12. He old enough to say, yo, I want to stay here or I want to stay there. And I hate to put him in that position to make him choose between his father and his mother, because he loved both of us. But man, you know what I'm saying? We got to fight, man. Can't let up on your setup. Can't let up on your setup. Can't let up on your setup. So this is my life. Y'all think I'm some big YouTuber. I got this goddamn utopian life, rose-colored glass. I got a real life. I got a real life. I got a real life. I just look good. I just look like this. I just look fantastic, and I'm beautiful, right? And I'm intelligent, and I have tremendous self-confidence, and I love me, and I'm just a tremendous individual, but I got problems too, just like you. Same shit. Same shit. Same thing. Same thing. Yep. So I talked to Sean today. He said he ain't going to school tomorrow. She said tomorrow she gonna ride him to the school and stand out there and watch him walk in. I told him, I said, nigga, if you don't want to go in, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. You stand on your square. And then she be trying to, this is how much of a sucker she is. She threatens him with his baseball. Yo, I won't take you to baseball on the days you with me if you don't do what I do on that. You know what I'm saying? How, oh man, how low is that you'll use your son's passion in order to control? But I picked her. I chose her, man. This shit all my fault. I got to live with it. I got to live with it. But see, one thing I do know is that I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm not lying. I'm not cheating. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what's best for my son and standing up for him for what he wants. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping with the spirit of the joint custody agreement. The spirit of the agreement is that everything is 50-50. All right? He did the first 6 years by you. Let him do 6 by me. You understand? But she want to get on the nonsense, then let's get on it then. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. See, my life is good life. See? And you got to be careful how you treat kids, man. I'm telling you. You know, the universe is real. The universe is real. When she stole custody of Sean the last time, I was holding Sean one time. She spit in my face, called me a nigga one time while I was holding Sean. Yes, she did. She spit in my face and called me a nigga. This is before I went to prison. I grabbed her around the neck. I was out on probation. This is during my Fed case. This was probably 2012. I'm holding little Sean. She said, "Puh," called me a nigga. I grabbed her and put her down, and then I said, "Yo." A moment of clarity came. I said, "Yo, Sean, chill," and I let her go. And then she called the police on me, had me locked up. This was for another thing. She was trying her best to get me to go to jail, man. That's why I think she was cooperating with them. She cooperated with the feds against me and stole my son. Yes, she did. I was there for the whole movie. I saw the whole thing. I got the paperwork. Yep. She stole him. And while I was in prison, me and her got into it. I was FaceTime a little Sean on the iPad. This was probably 2011, 2012, maybe 2013, before I went to the joint. I'm FaceTiming Sean on the motherfucking iPad, and I see he's in the bed. He's like 2, right? And I see this white arm in the bed with him. So I'm like, who is Sean in the bed with a white arm? So I ask, I'm like, yo, where you at? Who bed is he in? He shouldn't be in nobody else's bed but mine or yours. She immediately took off with that, fuck you, you don't tell me what to do. You know that fly mouth, you know how they talk. So when she came, I was living in Jersey City. I was living in Chilltown. When she came to pick Sean up, I stepped to her. I stepped straight to her like, yo, I didn't put my hands on her. I don't hit women. I don't beat up women. I fight niggas. I like to fight men. I don't beat up women. I'm not violent against women. My father used to beat my mother up. My father used to beat my mother up, give her black eyes and shit, blood all on the floor, bust her head open and shit with shoes. So I never liked that. I never put my hand on a woman. That always bothered me because it happened to me. So I stepped to her, I'm like, yo, who was that? Who arm was that? Who bed Sean was on? And she stopped. Fuck you, I ain't gotta tell you, you ain't no. So she there, she start walking away. I grab her by her arm like, yo, talk to me. She turned around and she starts swinging. Boom, boom, swing. I'm dipping. Ha, ha, ha. She's swinging. So I'm trying to get her up off of me. I'm getting her up off of me, pushing her. Her son come out the car. He probably like 16 at the time, right? But he was like a big 16. He come out the car and he kind of like separate us, right? So she called 5-0. She called a 5-0. I called a 5-0. We both called a 5-0. She like, yo, I'm over here. He abusing me. He assaulting me. I'm calling the 5-0 too. Like, yo, I'm over here. I got a little situation with my son, mother right here. So the 5-0 come. I'm in Jersey City, Chilltown. 5-0 come. White cop and a Spanish cop. So the white cop take me to the side and say, yo, Sean, what's up, man? What happened? So I tell him, bang, 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 boom, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The Spanish cop pull her to the side, ask her what happened. Boom. Then they switch. Then the Spanish cop come by me, the white cop go by her. The Spanish cop like, yo, Sean, what happened? Yo, same thing I told your man. Bang, 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 bang. And she told her story. So after they heard the stories, they go together, both of them, and they meet up and they talk. And then they go to her son and ask him what happened. She told him, oh, I was choking her and this and that. And he said the same thing. Yeah, he was choking them. And they came to me, both cops came to me and said, Sean, you know, it's too, and my neighbor was there. He saw the whole thing, but he left. I started to tell him, say, yo, Joey, stay here, man. It was Joey time. I said, yo, Joey time, stay here, man. Just wait. But he dipped. So the cops came to me, they was like, yo, Sean, it's 2 against 1. And whenever we show up for a domestic incident, somebody got to go. So we got to take you. I had my robe on, my pajamas, my slippers. They was like, yo, we believe you, Sean. We believe you. So we gonna let you go in the crib. We're gonna let you go in the crib and get dressed, but you got to go with us. So they walked me in the crib. They let me put, clothes on. And then they arrested me, man. They arrested me. And I'm out on probation from my federal case. She just kept doing shit to try to get me off the street because I was fighting my case on the street. I wasn't in the joint. I was on the street fighting my case. So me and the cops come out the house. They let me lock my joint up. And she's standing right there with little Sean. Little Sean is 3 years old, and he looking at me. And she stood there and let Sean watch the cops put the cuffs on me and put me in the police car. Then she got in her car. I'm in the back seat looking out the back windshield. She followed us around the corner to the precinct on Communipaw, parked her car, and came in and signed a complaint against me with my son in the car. And they put me in a cell. They put me in a goddamn cell that may have been the size of a bedroom, but inside that cell, it was a cage, not fit for a bear, for a grizzly bear, a baby panda bear. It was a little cage. They put me in there. They put me in there, and then they brought me to Hudson County Jail right there on 1 and 9. Then I called my other girl at the time, and she came and got me out. And the Spanish cop told me, he said, Sean, I believed you, man. He said, man, I believe you. And when they was taking me to the county jail, he said, Sean, stay away from that girl, man. She don't mean you no good. I don't know if he looked in the file or whatever. Yep. That's my story. But check this out. A little over a year later, what she did to me, when she stole custody of Sean from me and did all of these bad things to me, a year later, her son that was there, that lied on me too, with her, and got me arrested, and they sat there and watched my son watch me get in the police car, he got hit by a car and killed. Her son. While I was in prison. So what she took from me temporarily, the sun, moon, and stars took from her permanently. This is my life. This is my real life. This is my real life. I just do YouTube. I look good, don't I? Don't you wish you looked like this? I look fantastic, don't I? So that's why I tell y'all, man, you don't fuck over kids, man. Leave them kids alone. God don't like that. Sun, moon, and stars don't like that. The sun, moon, and stars in the universe will come down on you so hard that you'll wish you was dead. Messing with kids and old folks. That's the same thing how them niggas stole little Sean's will. Stole little Sean's will. All them dead. And they got something coming to them. Because Georgia Gunby's still alive. You're looking at her. So that's what I'm going through right now. I'm in a lot of pain. But I'm finna fight to the death. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up nothing, man. I'm out here. I'm free. I'm strong. You know, I'm his father. I'm the father. Look at my man Al in New York. Compliment King, what's up? Johnny Farrelly, what up? Shout out to all my members, man. Shout out to my man Kieran, who bought 6 or 7 t-shirts yesterday. Shout out to my man Charles Brown out in Queens. Bought all 3 of my books and about 4 or 5 shirts, spent $200 with me. Shout out to everybody that done bought shirts. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for supporting the platform. That's Lil Sean right there now. Let me go get him, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me call him. Yo, what's up, man? You at the crib? I'm coming right now. I'm 10 minutes away. I'll be right there. Stay right there. I'm coming now. All right, stay right there. I'm on the way. All right, peace. All right. Yeah, I got to go, man. I got to go pick up Lil Sean, man. All right, peace.